Ty, I know you guys just lost, but how would you evaluate the entire seasons? Getting James, getting Russ to go to take a role off the bench, dealing with Kawhi's injuries up and down. How would you view this in light of the season's over now?
I just view it as a great opportunity. You know, acquiring James, getting James here, a guy that can pass the basketball, make it easier for our other guys. So PG and Kawhi don't have to do all the lifting offensively. So acquiring James, like I said, it took a little time to figure it out and how we wanted to play, rotations, getting guys in the right spots, and once we figured that out, like we had a really great stretch. Going 26-5. After that, we had some injuries, guys, in and out, minute restrictions, stuff like that. Kind of killed our flow. But then I thought, towards the end of the season, we got that back. And, just, it's always the what if, And so I give our guys credit, like I said, for just sticking with it through all the ups and downs and all the negative scrutiny and all the things that they went through this season. But to come back and do what we did and like I said, finish fourth in the West in a tough Western Conference, and having to go into a series again, shorthanded. And so I give our guys a lot of credit, for the scrap and and I just give, like I said, the Clippers opportunity for me having an opportunity to have these guys and work with them every day, and they put the work in, and we got better, And so tip your hats off to Dallas. They played a hell of a series. J Kidd and Duds and Sweeney, they had these guys prepared. Like they had a game plan, a really good game plan. They stuck to it. They executed it. And like I said, J Kidd did a hell of a job, And so when you come into a hostile environment like this, you can't give up 18 offensive rebounds. You got to secure those balls and hit bodies, in which we talked about coming into the series. And then I just thought, you know, in that first half, I thought Zoo was dead. After he had to play 22 minutes in the first half, just to kind of get back in the game. We were down 13, and PG and James as well playing 22 minutes. It caught up with us, and you saw that, in the third quarter and, into the fourth that, we just ran out of gas, And so Kyrie, excellent performance in the second half, only having two at halftime, ended up with 28. I thought we did a good job mixing up our coverages, with Luka trying to keep him off balance. But overall, like I said, I'm proud of my guys, and I'm happy. I was happy, for the opportunity, and I'm happy to work the guys put in to get to this point.
After you touched on some of this, but after getting some stops and buckets to tie things up at the half, what was that biggest difference, particularly in that third quarter, to go down?
Came out, had 3 out of 4 bad possessions, turned the ball over. They got a couple easy ones in transition, and we just wasn't sharp, offensively, which allowed them to get out in transition, get a couple steals, get a couple easy baskets, and then they went up 8, and they kind of had the momentum from there.
I think Kyrie had 15 at the end of the third and then ended the game with 30. What was so hard about defending him, particularly behind the arc?
Um, we didn't do a good job. We didn't do a good job. We understand that, Luca's gonna get his. He's gonna if you double team and blitz him, he's gonna pick you apart. And we just figured that, the guy we wanted to try to take out of the series was Kyrie. And we had him in the half court. We did a good job, but in the second half, this game, I think, like I said, J Kidd did a great job of just giving him space, letting him play one on one. We're supposed to be firing, trying to get the ball out of his hands, but he's so quick and shifty. He was able to reject, get baseline, which we was firing from the middle, and so it was tough on us. And so Kyrie's a special player. I've always said that, and has no offensive weaknesses. He can do everything on the floor, and he had a really big second half to propel his team to a win.
You mentioned what if again, and that's one thing you've always said, like, hey, when we have our guys healthy, we haven't lost a series yet. This year you guys took a different approach. I mean, you didn't load manage, you guys worked hard, you did all the conditioning, everything. Is there anything in your head that you can think of what can I do to just have this
I'm
team?
going back to load management. No, I mean, our guys, man, like I said, start training camp. Our guys really had in their mind and had a mindset that, we're going to take this season serious. We're gonna play until we're hurt and we can't play. And so I give our guys credit. PG and Kawhi, that's the most they played since they've been here since I guess the first year or whatever. But those guys played every night. And so we needed that. We needed the chemistry. We needed those guys to be on the floor. And so they did that for us. And so It's unfortunate that we ain't the only team that's going through it. There's a lot of teams that, have their players out and their best players out. And so that's no excuse. Like you said, we had 3 weeks to prepare and play without Kawhi. We knew how we wanted to play. We knew the format. We had the blueprint. And, even as hard as it is, our guys did a good job of fighting through it, and